How's it going, folks? Voodoo Stache here. If you're an overhead athlete, and I'm talking about baseball, softball, golf, lacrosse, swimming, water polo, surfing, any of those things where we're doing anything up overhead, and you want to increase your velocity, you want to throw harder, you want to hit harder, you want to create more force, well, then you need to make sure that your rib cage is working for you. With overhead athletes, oftentimes we're really good with going back, but we're not so good at coming forward just from overuse. The more we're throwing and hitting, whatever it is, you'll find that these ribs in the front will start getting compressed more and more. The more compressed they get, the less room you have to rotate, which means you've got nowhere to go with all that force. So what ends up happening is you jam it up into your neck gets all tight, your shoulder gets really sore. So if you want to improve those things, here's a great technique to do that I use with all my overhead athletes. So we're gonna get in this crab position here. We're gonna do a little breathing drill. What you're gonna do is you're gonna sit on your elbows just like this. I'm gonna take my palms, I'm gonna face them upward, and I'm gonna simply press my elbows through the floor a little bit here and make my spine nice and long. I don't wanna let my ribs come up and extend my back. I'm just gonna be a nice neutral spine, straight line. So palms are up, push the elbows in a little bit. Whichever direction you turn your head, air will shoot into the opposite side. So I'm trying to fill up my right chest wall here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up a little bit here, turn my head to the left gently. I'm not cranking it, just gently. I'm gonna breathe in through my nose and then long breaths out from my mouth. When I breathe in from my nose, my tongue will be on the roof of my mouth. That inhale should be silent. I don't want you to use your neck muscles here, your accessory muscles. Instead, I want you to use your rib, all the muscles between your ribs. I want you to use your diaphragm to silently inhale. You should feel expansion on that right chest wall. Once you've done that, you'll do a nice long exhale with the tongue on the back of your bottom teeth. You'll exhale for 6 seconds or more, which will force you to fully exhale. It'll contract your obliques, and the more contracted all this stuff down here gets, the more the more air is gonna shoot up in here. And when that happens, you'll get more and more expansion through here, which will clear those ribs open, which will then give you more room to continue to rotate forward without jumping up into your neck. So part one with all the drills I work with my athletes is always decompress first, and then all the subsequent things are all about learning how to use that new range of motion there that we created with the breath. Check out the following post, you'll see all about that. Enjoy.